Good evening. I'm Shaina Humphries. Thank you for joining us tonight for this Fox 29 News special report. It has been 1 month since the death of George Floyd. Tonight, we're taking a look at where we are now as a city and where we're headed since his killing. What you're about to see was difficult to watch, to experience in real time, and it may be difficult to see these images again tonight, but it is important to remember and reflect on where we've been as we all together try to move forward.
The coronavirus,
this pandemic,
the entire state of Pennsylvania.
More than 10 million residents have been ordered to stay home.
A record-shattering number of filing for unemployment.
Face masks will be required
to flatten the curve.
We do have to live life and move on.
No justice, no peace.
Protesters flooded the streets over the death of a black man in police custody.
How long I gotta hold him down?
If you had done it, or I had done it, we would be behind bars.
Prosecute the police.
We have evidence.
George Floyd.
No justice!
No peace.
Stand together.
In order to find meaningful solutions, we try to be peaceful.
This is just not talk. This will be changed.
Organizers of the protest here at City Hall said all along they planned for it to be peaceful, and in the short hour that they were here, they accomplished that.
This can be peaceful, and we can show that we are peaceful, and this is just not what we want anymore.
Our streets!
There's no reason why we should be out here in a pandemic because another black man was murdered by the cops.
Philadelphia police, visible throughout the entire protest, helped control the crowd as they peacefully headed towards the Parkway.
Breaking news right now. Protesters piling into the streets of Philadelphia.
Y'all started this, not us.
It's sad, but I mean, this is what it's come to. We tried to be peaceful and they still complained and we got nothing done, so this is what had to be done.
This is the scene right now. Thousands of people circled around watching as cars are set on fire. They're thrown upside down.
This sends a message to the police, to our government, to all of the officials in the city that something needs to change or this will continue to happen and there'll be no peace for anyone.
Setting stuff on fire is not the answer to this. I got cops that's from my neighborhood that grew up in Philly. So these people that y'all throwing Gateshead and Hittens, people with all that, these are to my mom and dad is out here putting their life on the line, man.
We have to realize that in this country, with every protest, there's always going to be a Martin Luther King and there's always going to be a Malcolm X. And if they do not listen to the Martin Luther Kings of our society that are doing this in a peaceful manner, the reality is that those that are Malcolm X and those that are aggressive and those that will do whatever they can by any means necessary to cry out to make sure justice is answered and justice is done, they will do it.
Having a peaceful protest, not tearing our city up. Because it's our city and people that live in Philly gotta suffer for it.
The people that were doing the actual protest were not the problem. The people were actually marching for a purpose. We're not the problem. It was this ragtag group of people who are destructive folks, who are, doing the things to our officers, to the buildings, setting cars on fires, those type of things.
We're seeing a whole lot of looting here on Chestnut Street. Obviously, coming out of the store with whatever they can grab here, it's blatant. They're not trying to hide anything. They're literally just walking out with whatever they can, as if, they just purchased it.
If this is the way that our country is going to actually sit here and realize the shooting of innocent Americans is not okay. Clearly, you see it's not just one race out here, correct? That speaks volumes, more than the vandalism, more than everything that's going on right now. Philadelphia is not the only city that this is happening in. As a country, if this is how we stand united, then I'm okay with it. I am.
We're tired. Tired, no matter what sex like you are, we're tired. We're tired. Treat all equally.
I'm not saying the cops is right, you know, may the dude rest in peace, sure, but all this is not called for.
Settling down a little bit here in this area as firemen and the fire department come in, but it's pretty smoky. It's a one-of-a-kind scene.
So good evening, everyone, and it's been a long day, a long, difficult day. I just want to say something about the police today. I've never seen a group of people have more restraint, putting up with what they put up with, spit at, bottles thrown at them, urine thrown at them, caustic agents and balloons thrown in their eyes, and handle themselves in the professional manner we expect of them. So I thank them all, I thank them all.
We have a city in which we have to go back to post-corona. And if we destroy everything, what is it that we'll have to go back to? I'm not trying to take away from the efforts of fighting for justice, because if anybody watch this and know me, know I lay my life down for my hood all the time, all the time. I'm serious about the plight of our people. But at the same time, let's be tactful, let's be purposeful in our approach, in our pursuit to justice. Let's not negate it. Let's not tear away or destroy the very good that we're trying to bring forth out of this.
Right now, frankly, it looks like a war zone. You see remnants of all the shoes, athletic shoes and sneakers from all the looting. You see someone up there going through a box. The chaos continues here in Center City tonight, guys. Let's hope it calms down soon.
More money, more money, more money.
I don't know what it's like to live in a war zone, but feels and looks a lot like one probably does.
I want to get my city back to how it was yesterday.
Here on Walnut, the looting aftermath, the morning after, we're going to show you some signs of hope around here. So you see piles of the shoe boxes and hangers because people have been cleaning up, not any employees, and my guess is you're just doing this on your own.
Yeah.
What's making you want to come out here and clean up?
This is our city, so I'm from a different world, and I can't understand everything that they're going through.
This is not the way that we're supposed to represent black people wanting to hear to get their voice across.
We need to see eye to eye and know how to work together through this in a different way, because I think no one wants this.
I have no words, but I just know that this isn't the way, so I would like to be a part of the solution by just helping clean our city back up. That's it.
Today, I want to challenge everybody, don't holler so much at the looters. Holler at injustice. Don't holler at those that are creating violence. Holler at those that are causing a problem in our country, that are afflicting the African-American people and also people of color.
Do you own this place?
Yeah, we've been here 22 years. It's kind of a mess. Right now, I think people are struggling with what's going on, and there's a lot of anger out there. So anyway, hopefully no one got hurt last night. I mean, that's really what's important.
Who are you with? What are you calling yourselves?
Team Clean.
Team Clean.
Team
Clean.
All right.
And we're part of this entire community of West Philly. Yes. We just all came out individually, saw each other cleaning, and decided to help. We just cleaning, but we're not mad at anybody. We're just cleaning it up. But we're not upset at nobody.
Just cleaning up for the neighborhood.
That's right.
Okay. Helping the community out. That's what we're doing.
There's a young man from the Midwest who doesn't want me to talk about him, but I'm going to anyway. His name's Abe. He's got a dustpan and a little broom. That's what he uses to clean his dorm at Drexel. He's walking at least small piles of glass all the way down this alley to a trash can just because he wanted to clean up. He's a 23-year-old Drexel student. So Drexel, you can be proud of a fellow dragon right there. And now he's got that whole lobby cleaned up. And I think I've watched him make about 25 trips with that little dustpan.
I just had to clean up. It's not right. Cleanliness is a part of my faith, and I believe strongly on our community building together. So it's terrible.
Well, it's not as terrible anymore with people like you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right, we thank you too. Wow, Lauren, it's hard tugging today, man. I'll tell you, it's tough to see early on this morning, and now a little hopeful as I end the show, my last live shot, Lauren.
And breaking news at 6 o'clock, the city of Philadelphia at this moment is under a curfew going into effect right now. It comes as carnage continues across the city. More police vehicles torched by rioters, people smashing and breaking down boarded doors and windows. They are taking anything they can get their hands on.
Everything! Give me some! Give me some! Everything! Yeah, bro!
Why are you doing that? Why are you stealing from your neighbors right here? This isn't a big corporation, that's a small business.
In this neighborhood, most folks know us. When they walk past, they know what we do here. Every Friday we give out 400 boxes of food right here on the sidewalk. So why would you come by and destroy this when you know that this is a place that serves the community? This is not a sneaker villa. People want the police to respect the community, but when you do the same type of violence that the police is doing, you can't expect them to treat you any better.
Something I have not seen all day. Neighbors are here at the Target guarding it from looters.
We're South Philadelphians. We're strong. We're united. We want to let everyone know that it's not going to happen on our watch. We're going to stand here. We'll be the last people out here. We have to unite the city. And what is happening throughout the city right now is dividing the city. It is not uniting the city. There is no justice in robbing stores and looting your own neighborhood and burning the city down. We need to rise up. We need to stand up. That's what we're doing here tonight. And not on our watch tonight. This Target's going to be fine. This neighborhood's going to stand tall. We're South Philadelphia. We're going to stand tall.
We had over 18,000 calls for service last night. So all I'm saying is we need help. We need each other. The same way those other folks stepped in front of that Target to protect their properties, we need to do the same thing for our stuff.
I don't give a damn about a Target. I want to step in front and save my brother, not a damn TV. I'm talking about the people, and I'm talking about black people not being killed. Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter, but some matter more than others. They say we matter, but we matter less.
The men were armed with bats. Some of them could be seen angrily yelling at those who were questioning their tactics, questioning their presence, and also questioning their motives.
I don't think roving with weapons necessarily makes anyone feel more safe. It feels very aggressive and very much like you're trying to start something more than trying to protect something.
They're not vigilantes. A vigilante is supposed to be someone, a private person, a civilian who steps into the role of law enforcement to fight crime. They're not fighting crime. They're causing crime.
We don't need hate. We don't need anger. That is when it doesn't change. We
These people have a job to do. It is not all bad. All cops are not bad. All protesters are not bad. But we will not settle for you antagonizing the police. Antagonizing these people to kill us, to hurt us. We are tired. Do you understand me? We are tired. The way you want to help with the sign, sitting with your fist, with your heart, with your soul. That is how you help.
All those who were here today would call for change right now, not 5 years from now, not 20 years from now, right now. Those who've been on the side of oppression, who have been on the receiving end of oppression, must now be on the opposite side of creating this new culture, creating this new society. So I don't see marches or demonstrations or organizing ending anytime soon. If anything, I see it intensifying until we get what we want to create the type of Philadelphia that we need.
Out of all this darkness, I see a lot of light and I see a lot of love coming back.
I have to keep going. I will definitely open up. Doesn't matter if I have to use every cent. I will definitely reopen. This community showed me that they embraced me. I'm not going to walk out. I'm going to come back. I'm going to have more to offer. Appreciating, just being here. The community is great here. I don't know who did what, but the community itself is wonderful. So I can't wait to get back to servicing them. I just want to get business back together, and hopefully that justice is done. At the same time, we can all move forward.
The devastation of this store, which come out of frustration of years of inappropriate treatment, we understand. So I just wanted to tell you, my love for this community has not changed. We are here, and we are open. We love you.
We're in need of your restoration. We're in need of resurrection, dear God. We stand here in front of a store that's being resurrected, dear God. Resurrected from the chaos, resurrected from the ashes. But dear God, we don't just want to resurrect stores, dear God, and businesses. We thank you for that. But God, our whole nation needs healing. Our whole nation needs to be repaired. Our whole nation needs to be brought up. God, heal us from injustice, dear God. Heal us from the divide that keeps us separate from one another. Heal us, dear God, in our political circles. Heal us, dear God, in our police departments. Heal us in our business community. Heal us in our residences, dear God. Heal us, dear God, as our races become separate, dear God. Reconcile us together for the cause of love, for the cause of justice. Resurrect us now. Even now. In that name we pray. And our soul says amen.
Even after everything that has happened, it's powerful images like those last ones there that'll really stick with you. We're back with more in a minute. Across the country and across our area, we have started countless difficult conversations. Hopefully some eyes have been opened. Hopefully ears and hearts are open as well as we all navigate where to go from here. We want to say a special thank you to Fox 29 photojournalist Dave Eitzen for putting together this powerful special report. I'm Shaina Humphries. Have a good night.